And we got bananas in chat. Once again, they're moving so fast I can barely read them. Let's try. Mathrix13, Mousemick, Redstone Haxa. I'm picking out names that are easy to read. God the Madman, Jellybee14, Estellion, with some bananas there. Also, I see some occasional apples and other fruit being thrown into chat. Thank you for the bananas, peeps. We're going to have to change the tradition here. Like, did I just throw something? No, I didn't. We're going to have to change the tradition. That we are going to do. We're going to have to do, even. We're going to do a little bit of resource gathering for preparations for building just here at the beginning of the stream. Let's grab... You know, I should keep those like that, shouldn't I? That's my system here. Yeah, grab a couple of those, grab some dyes, and start making some concrete, and then we can read some noises in the ear. I also am in need of more dye. Aha! Aha! I have a dye farm. I don't need to worry about stupid inks. Inks, stupid squids. It's so funny. In my head I'm like, you're going to say the wrong word. And I said the wrong word. I jinxed it. How many of those do we need in total? Hopefully that'll be enough. We are looking for grey concrete powder, and we've got it. We've got it, peeps. We've got it all. Away you go. North MC, welcome back. It's been a while since you last watched. That's cool. I got some real shaky morning voice. I needed to have warmed it up a little bit before streaming. But hey, you'll have to put up with me morning voice for now. I hope it is not too unbearable. Right, let's see. Oh, jeez. Okay, I've got to be quick. Corsa Coffee is here resubscribing for 4 months in a row. Thank you so much, Corsa Coffee. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. We have Jackal Jarrah subscribing with Amazon Prime. Mr. Cube has resubscribed for 4 months, saying thank you for all the inspiration to become a streamer. Ah, you think of becoming a streamer yourself? That's awesome. Go for it, I say. Jake Chewizo. Jake Chewizo resubscribing for 3 months from New Zealand. Thank you ever so much. From the other side of the planet. It must be nighttime there, I guess. Professor Tech is here subscribing. Todd M is here for 15 months. Thank you, Todd M. We got Cole Dodd 2 resubscribing for 5 months. Thank you ever so much. We got UBZ subscribing with Amazon Prime, and Lord Squishers for 6 months, saying so soon. Always love waking up to these streams in the morning. I think I enjoy the morning streams the most. Just think it's a really nice time of day to stream. You're all fresh and woken up. Yeah, it's good. Lord, thank you so much for 6 months. We got K-Dads here for 21 months, saying hello YouTube. Hello YouTube. It's like a prompt. Hello YouTube. We also got MouseFan9093 resubscribing for 41 months, saying almost 3.5 years of supporting a great content creator. Keep up the amazing work, X. Thank you ever so much for the lovely message, dude. Thank you for your 3.5 years. Doing the maths right there. Appreciate you. We also got Et Kroot. Huh. I'm the only person who ever jumped at something like that, probably. I thought the obsidian had broke. That's why I panicked. Because I was looking at the other screen. Then it was like, oh, something's changed. Have I done it wrong? No, we've done it all right. We're missing a few pieces. There they are. We got them all. Sweet. That's what we need. What we need is now what we got. Zasper99923 is subscribing with Amazon Prime. It's like I'm turning it into a song now. Henkel Max for 20 months and Spangle Boo for 28. See what I'm doing there? It's the musical. Thank you ever so much, peeps. So much for your resubscriptions as always. Hype29 says, I did my first stream yesterday. Awesome, I hope it went well. It's all about having fun. Priority number 1, have fun. Okay, I'm probably going to need some more rockets. Didn't I have a box of rockets open? A box of rockets is what I've got. What other materials might I need where I am heading? Let's think. Yeah, I did want to do a fair bit of prep, actually. So when we were building yesterday, these two boxes were not that well equipped for the task at hand. The task at hand. We look at how they're organised. I could do a whole bunch of crafting and just fill this up with all sorts. Yeah, we'll probably... Let's move all the bricks over to this one, since there seems to be a lot of them. So now we've got all the different brick shapes over here. Red concrete. Don't know what that's doing in there. Why is that in there? I'll chuck it over here for now. Corellis, open your package. Assumus says Demonic Viper. Corellis should be back soon. And we'll find out what has happened. Where am I going? What am I looking at? There's... is there any other materials like this? Yeah, I think it'll make sense to come around the back here, grab a stack of each of this stuff for what I got planned. I guess cobble as well is a building block. Wow, the noises just keep rolling in. Thank you ever so much, everyone. Appreciate it. Hi, Sumo. What's on the calendar today? Says Jot Jr. Rot Jr. Cancelling my Amazon Prime subscription. That's on the calendar. Okay, so what I'm thinking of doing is you have stone. Let's keep some of that. Then we have the slabs, and then we have the stairs. We do the same for andesite below it. See how tricky this is going to get. And then we'll do cobble below that. So we've got a little bit of order to it. I guess stone bricks might be after that. This is definitely something I should do off camera. Because it's tricky to talk while concentrating on thinking about what blocks you need. So andesite slabs we're in need of. See, I want to go over and start doing this build project, but I want to take the right sorts of resources with me. I need to rethink how I organise my shulker boxes. I think what I need to do is, rather than try and have like a reasonable supply of everything, I think I should focus to have one of everything, like I do with my backpacks. Like, keep stuff that I definitely do need and like one of everything, but then free up some space to chuck in chests that I prepare for specific projects. That's what I'm thinking is the way it will probably work better. I guess we can do granite under that. Then there's polished granite as well. That's the other thing. So I haven't done polished andesite. Yeah, this actually I'm realizing now this requires far more work than I'm thinking it does. So we'll just try and stock up some of these things. What am I going to be building with today? Stone will account for a lot of things, so I need to bring stone with me today. Stone, maybe vines. We need to throw in mossy stuff, we know that, and then we can turn stuff into cracked on site. So stones and vines seem to be the thing. Yeah, now do I have a stash of vines anywhere? I might have some in here. So we'll grow some vines when we're over in that area. That's something that we'll do. So, yeah, let's not do this now. Let's not do this now. I've got a feeling I might end up doing something that involves a spreadsheet, you know, writing down all the different blocks in the game. I don't see us needing any... Oh, wait, yeah, one other material we might need more of is clay. Didn't I fill up a box full of clay and leave it lying around here? No. Where'd all my clay go? Oh wait, I know what we did with it. We just put it in here. There we go. Right, off we go. Right, so noises in the ear. Kristin is asleep. Is subscribing with Amazon Prime. I am impressed. Subscribing in your sleep. Genius. Mr. Foodorama is here for 2 months, saying good morning. Good morning to you. The Black Ranger PL is here for 39 months in a row, saying, and another one goes. Only here to say hi, unfortunately. Maybe we'll pop back later. Have a great stream. Cool. Hope to see you later, buddy. Thank you for tuning in. We got Easy Play for 2 months saying woohoo. Smicklebeer 901 for 10 months, saying 10 months already. When time flies, you are having fun. Yeah, it's very true actually, isn't it? Time's going by fast. You're probably enjoying it. Thank you ever so much. Appreciate it. Double Moses is here for 11 months. And Demonic One Viper is subscribing as well. Can't thank you all enough. Appreciate your support. We've also got some cheers and bits coming in here from Amnaf. Amnaf2. Throw in some bits. Saying it's 4:32 AM here. This is why I miss most of your streams. Plus your min cheer bits are high at 500 minimum. Yes, they are. First of all, you can catch my live streams on the second channel at any time you want to watch them. They obviously take a while to be uploaded, so there's that, if that's convenient for you. Hopefully you know about it. As for the high cheer bit thing, I want bits to be like donations, really. Like, if you want to support the channel, make a contribution and support. It's not necessary, it's not required if you want to do it. What I don't want to do is, like I've seen happen elsewhere, I've told this story a gazillion times. I don't want to see people who don't have a lot of money, you know, throwing whatever little thing they have my way. You know, hold on to it. Save it for a rainy day. If you don't have money to spare, you know, it's better off in your pocket. So when I started accepting donations many moons ago, I was aware from watching other streams that some of the people donating, I knew who they were because they were a part of my community, and I knew that they were young, that they actually didn't really have any money, and that they were just giving whatever little bit they had away. And I didn't like that, so I set the bar a little bit higher, and then I passed on this message that, hey, it's a contribution to what we're doing here. If you can't afford it, you know, it's better off in your pocket than mine, basically. So yeah, that's why it's higher. Okay, so now we need dyes. Multitasking is tricky. We need dyes, we need a crafting bench. And we got a noise in the ear. Oh wait, that was the cheers and the bits. It just came in late. Thank you ever so much, appreciate it. We also got Kakok99 subscribing with Amazon Prime. So many Prime subscriptions. Also, what are these items here? Where have they gone? I think one of them was an anvil, one was a lava bucket. Concerns me when they're missing. Crafting bench. Crafting bench. Okay. And then we're making... Whew, I tell you what, I need to have woken up a little bit more this morning. I can really feel it in my voice and it's not going away. I went for a cycle though this morning. Oh, I just had that moment where I was like, do I need that material? Yeah, I do. It's the white wall that's changed. So we're going to need some white wall in this build. But yeah, we're mirroring it one side to the other. So yeah, I went for a cycle this morning. It wasn't so great because my legs were still knackered from yesterday. So I couldn't really push as hard, and I decided just to cut my journey a little bit shorter. And it was alright. It was a good exercise, but that was about it. Nothing interesting to report. You know, it was just a good old cycle. Mooney in chat says, "Hey X, this question is a bit of a cliche, but are there any new hermits to join next season? More specifically, will one of them be pixel riffs?" As I say time and time again, never a good idea to ask us about certain hermits. I've had to explain it many times, but it sets a bad precedent for them. A really good example of this is Good Times with Scar, right? I mean, Scar is absolutely magnificent Minecrafter, a wonderful part of our Hermitcraft community, and he joined because someone in the group said this person should be a part of the group, right? That's what led to him joining. That's the way it should happen. Let us figure out things for ourselves, because before he joined based on someone saying he was good, I used to get loads of requests for Scar to join the server, and it set a really bad impression because people are going, "Oh, this guy's great, you should add him." But it would look like to us like that person is trying to get their audience to get them on, right? Like, you just get these waves of requests sometimes. I've noticed it over the years. Sometimes you do just get a load of people saying, "Oh, this person should join Hermitcraft" all of a sudden. And then you go and watch the latest Let's Play on their channel, and you've seen that they've literally asked people to tell us, like, you know, try and help me get on kind of thing. And that just sets a bad precedent. So when you're asking for people to join Hermitcraft, it's just not worth asking. It doesn't really help us do what we do. And we're not interested in recruiting at the moment, and we're not interested in Season 7, you know. Like, these are the things that should just be left alone, right? Let us figure it out, basically, is what I'm saying. Anyway, people ask all the time about this person, that person. I just give the same answer every time. It's like, you know, it'd be really unfair as well for us to, like, just go and announce it without talking to that person as well, right? So, like, you're always going to get a non-answer on those sorts of questions. It's also reminded me, I did an AMA on Reddit yesterday. Estelian, if you're watching, if you'd be so kind as to grab that link, it's probably still just on the Hermitcraft Reddit. But I just sat down and answered loads of people's questions, and it was really, really fun. I just kept, you know, question after question, typing out an answer, and there's loads and loads of questions that have been answered on there. Some really interesting questions came through as well, which was what I was hoping for. And I had a great time. It was really good. Jessica in chat says, that AMA was great. I certainly loved it. If you enjoyed it as well, that's terrific. I have not really experienced an AMA from the other perspective. I have seen a few on Reddit over the years, but I've never, like, sat there, you know, for the whole thing, which I had to do because I was doing it. Anyway, we've got some noises in the ear from Jake Plays 77, doing cheers and throwing bits. Saying hi, cheers. Thank you ever so much, Jake. Appreciate it. And we also got cheers and bits from Raid1539, saying Frankers. Thank you ever so much, Raid. I appreciate your contribution, your support. Thank you for the bits. And I hope you enjoy the stream. Estelian there with the link in chat. Thank you so much, Estelian. Appreciate you. There you go, peeps. You can click on the link and you can... I'm glad you answered Daniel's question. Wait, what? Why do I look at the top? I need to develop a habit of looking at the bottom of chat, not the top, because the top disappears the quickest. CG16 participating, but unfortunately a question didn't come through. Well, I just constantly answered. I was even trying to answer them quickly, and I was trying to be swift. I did that for 45 minutes, made a cup of tea, came back, did another 45 minutes, and got through as many as I could. So sorry if I didn't get to your one. And I have no idea how many I didn't answer. Maybe what I'll do next time I do one, which maybe I could do one in like half a year again or something. But maybe I'll even do it so we cut it off. We lock it at like an hour and then I go and answer every one of them or something like that. Cake Man says, some legend gifted me a sub a few days ago. We've had loads of gifted subs lately. When does Season 7 start, says Turbo. It starts after Season 6. Keep that to yourself, that's a secret, mate. You know. We don't want Hermitcraft secrets like that getting out. But to keep it between us. Hot Melody Cheese is here, resubscribing for 6 months in a row. Oh, that makes me hungry. I didn't have breakfast today. I'm going to have breakfast later. I decided to start intermittent fasting again. I'm actually going to change up my diet a little bit, I think. Let's have a look. We got Raid139 subscribing with Amazon Prime, and the one, the only, it's Trooper Joe, resubscribing for 3 months. Trooper, how you doing? How's the world going? Let's see, 2, 3, 4, and then like that. That's the build size there. And we also got Pixelated Otaku here, resubscribing for 5 months in a row, saying it's been 5 months already. Time flies when you're having fun. Really enjoying the Minecraft music in the background. Yeah, I was looking at my playlist, and I really do need to find some new music. And then I looked at the beta soundtrack, and I thought, that's probably the most underplayed thing of all the music I have available. So I was like, let's go with that one today. Let's keep it fresh. And craziness. Angry K9 has resubscribed for 52 months in a row, saying 4 years, 4 months. Can't believe you have been streaming for nearly 5 years. I remember in Season 1 of Hermitcraft when you said streaming didn't appeal to you. Yeah, it didn't in the beginning, and it's kind of hard to remember why, because, whoa, goodness me. I've just seen what's happened on the side of my screen. Yeah, I just didn't really think it was for me, and I can't really remember for what reasons why, because I was probably quite ignorant to it, basically, right? Like, I didn't really know a lot about streaming. And to be fair, I've never really been into streaming culture that much. Like, it's a weird thing, but, like, I don't consider myself a gamer, and I don't consider myself, like, that really into streaming culture. This is just a place where I've found something I like, and I can express myself. Did I pull out the wrong die? I think I did that, didn't I? And so I'm kind of like a bit like narrowly interested in the part of this that's relevant to me, I guess you could say. Oh wow. Yeah, let's get back to building. Oh, I should have brought some carpets with me. Because I want to carpet this thing up. I'm trying to clear my throat by drinking some tea a second ago. It is not working. My goodness me. My goodness me, I got what... I can't believe it. Okay, hang on. Let's hope we don't get attacked by phantoms. Okay, if I panic and die, I'm blaming all of y'all. Right. Come on, get that voice going. Let's have a look. My goodness me. We have a donation here from Cosmo Guy 2000 saying, spent all morning trying to get my PC to boot. Turns out the SATA cable came loose from my SSD drive, so pushed it back in and voila! Cosmo, man, I know the pains of having PC issues and having to narrow it down. On occasion, I'm sure I've had something like that where it's like, oh, it was just this one little thing, right? I guess there should be some rules of thumb, right, for when you got PC issues, like, you know, make sure it's all plugged in, something hasn't come loose would be a good one, right? Only takes a second to do that, and then if it boots up, it's good. Anyway, I hope it didn't take up too much of your time. Thank you so much for the donation. I appreciate it so much. Now, in chat, I need all of y'all to throw some love hearts to Shawnee, YYX, and Badger Spanner. If you hear your name being read out loud, they have been gifting subs again, supporting the community. I can't believe it. It's wonderful. Thank you ever so much for gifting these subs. So Shawnee here is gifting to Ty, Me is Cool 123, Frenzy 227, Finboy 0, Van Pixel, EL Groxing, Joseph M Twitch, Leonide M4054 even, Jesse Wright, Eon Flare 14. Why are all these taken? For 2 months there. Rachella Issa and Zedej Poman with the gifted subs. Thank you so much again, Shawnee. Also, Badger gifting some subs as well. We got Golden Shooter. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! 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 Where is my axe? It's time to make some phantoms perish. Wait! Oh, gee! Oh! You're hot on my tail, are you? Ah! Come on, boy. Perishing time. I'm down to fight. Come on. Ugh. Okay, no, I'm doing a terrible job. Also, this is unproductive. We need to be productive today. I want to get into that creative groove that we had the other day. Look, things are spawning. It is disgusting. How dare they spawn on my build? Ow! Wait, where's my bit? Oh, it's in my inventory. Why would it be there? Okay, this is a good spot to sleep. So, Golden Shooter 23, Damocleas, Rice 56, RTYMLG 567, Dan Van Ridgenosiver, and the Neon Annihilator. Thank you ever so much for your subscriptions. I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope you're entertained. Hope you're having a good time. Right, we got Eklo74 subscribing with Amazon Prime, and wait, how am I? I'm going to butcher this. I'm going to say the numbers. 3 4 nether. Thank you for your subscription. Again, thank you to Shawnee and Badger for the gifted subs. Truly do appreciate it. Let's hop up top with an ender pearl. So yeah, I skipped breakfast this morning. I think I'm going to start doing intermittent fasting again. I am also like I'm not going to go big on food talk today. I'm also considering maybe trying keto for a couple of weeks. I know there are health risks to doing keto over long periods of time, But I was thinking of doing it for a short period of time just to see what it's like going into this state of ketosis. I was learning about fasting, watching these cool informational videos on the body when you fast, and how by fasting you can lose weight but not lose muscle. The way I eat and diet kind of sounds like I'm doing it ineffectively, because I actually consume quite a lot of carbohydrates. I find it difficult to avoid them, but in the form mostly of stuff like potatoes and broccoli and vegetables, right? So I have quite a lot of carbs, and the keto thing is like cutting carbs down to a minimum. Now what happens in your body when you cut out the carbs is you don't produce as much of what's called, now I'm going to butcher this stuff, right, because I haven't really studied it, just watched a couple of videos or whatever, but glycose I think it is, and that stuff can be used for energy. It also breaks down muscle for energy. So when you do what I do, which is you have a caloric deficit and you eat a lot of carbs, you're sort of not priming your body to burn fat, and so it will use muscle as well. Eat only pure protein, says Anaclice. That's terrible advice. Glucose as well, he's taken. No, it's glycogen. It's glycogen is the one. Are we talking about keto? Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I'm going to look into it more before I start doing it. But I think I might just give it a try, you know. I think experimenting with your diet from time to time is good, and I've been on this diet keeping up like a caloric deficit of at least like 500 calories a day. But it's full of carbs, and so anyway, the thing that got me into all of this was about fasting. Now, I hate the idea of fasting. That sounds terrible to me. I'm like, I want to eat food. But what they talk about is how your body shifts and changes its hormones that it's using and whatnot, and like the distribution of hormones that make you feel hungry. So what you'd expect is probably to get hungrier every day, but that's not what happens. What happens is after like the second or third day, you'll just be rather content. Look at this, I got all the wrong rules here. Let's grab some dye. I mean, I'm gonna have a chest full of bone meal, right? So you'll feel fine after a while, right? Like after a few days, it'll just start to be normal. Your hunger will disappear, and people can go up to like 12 days, I heard, just fasting. It's supposedly Yonus in chat says you eat 500 calories a day. You said no. I eat more like 2.5 to 3,000 a day, but I keep a deficit of about 3,000, right? Sorry, a deficit of 500. Goodness me, getting it all wrong. A deficit means you're right. Energy in, energy out is the idea of calories, right? So maintaining a caloric deficit, in theory, means you will be burning fat. That's the idea of the caloric deficit. So I burn through a lot of calories because I have a strong metabolism and I do a lot of exercise. And so I measure it, I keep track, I've got a Fitbit, and I maintain a caloric deficit because I count my calories of about 500 a day. Some people aren't liking this. It was only going to be a small point, but now I'm taking on questions from chat. So anyway, this thing explained about how fasting will put your body into a mode, if you like, where you will be actually burning fat rather than losing muscle. And I've heard this thing that's like a common myth that if you fast, you'll be losing muscle, which I don't want to do. I want to retain my muscle mass. So anyway, then I learned that keto can do this, can put you into the same sort of state as fasting. So I thought, well, I don't want to fast. The fasting thing sounds interesting for burning body fat more efficiently. Also, it doesn't talk in percentages. That's another thing that winds me up a little bit with this stuff. Is like, alright, it's all good going through like how doing it this way is more effective than that way, but by how much? What if it turns out that fasting, you know, is, let's say, 10% better? I might think, do you know what? I don't want to fast for 10%. But what if it's like 100 or 200%? Like, when be nice to have some figures like that, but these information sources didn't provide that. I find a lot of health and diet advice that comes in the form of like, this is good, this is bad. You never get it like related to the other thing. How much worse is it? How much better? You know, if we're talking fractions of a percent, which we could be, the body's a very resilient and strong thing. All these things that we learn about it and learn that, oh, this food's better than that. It's like, but by how much? We could be talking about fractions, something that doesn't really mean much to the average person. So, yeah, I don't have that information. Zlifer says, I'm trying low carb since a few days now. I must say it's easier though. I do miss potatoes, pasta and bread. Not gonna lie, but I'm pretty dedicated in finding meals that are actually really tasty and pretty easy. I've learned by being vegan, by being veggie, by trying just food in general. Don't matter what diet you're on, like there is plenty and plenty of different types of way you can cook and prepare food. There is always tasty alternatives, and I like having an open mind with food. Like, it doesn't matter what it is, I'll give it a try. But yeah, that's good. I actually avoid pasta. You can have rice. Rice is supposed to be better than pasta, but rice is obviously carb heavy, but just a better type of carb, right? I do have a little bit of potatoes. I did go through a phase of not eating them, and I don't eat bread. I have bread every now and then, just conveniently, right? But bread's one I avoid as well, and it seems to be good. Like it's all part of a general habit though of picking up what are apparently, healthier options. So it's hard to kind of like actually weigh it up when you're choosing so many of those. But yeah, it seems to be a good thing. It's supposed to keep your insulin lower, not eating as much bread. Some people are just like, you talk about food every stream. I was literally just gonna like tell you a little tidbit about what I was thinking. We'll end it there. Peeps. Let's read some noises in the ear. Let's move on. Let's move on from this talk of food. Goodness me. Stop talking about food, X. Making myself hungry. Oh, is that it? Are you literally gonna tell me I need 2 more blocks? Brilliant. We need to go get some carpets and some wool. I think we'll take a trip to the free wool area. We've got to pick up, I think, literally only the grey that matches cyan. This is always indented. We should also get some glass smelting. So before we run away, this is also the spawn chunks. So if we smelt stuff here, it will be left smelting, which is kind of cool. Probably don't need more than that, actually. So in you go. Rightio. Where's that glass? It's over here. Wait, well, no, glass? Sand. Snad. I need some snad, peeps. Give me some snad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. And goodness me, we've got another sub bomb coming in. I hadn't read the other lot yet. I was going to read the other lot in a second. Jeez. Alright. Okay, there we go. More than enough fuel. In you go, in you go. Indigo, in you go. Right. These noises. Okay, let's catch up, Yes, Zemo, 1999, subscribing with Amazon Prime. X0X has subscribed with Amazon Prime as well. Lester6969 has subscribed. Jer the player has subscribed with the Prime. Thank you so much for your subscriptions, peeps. We've got Chevar0 with the cheers and with those bits saying, any talks of a new Hunt the Hermit season? I would love to do Hunt the Hermit again. I'll tell you what, internally in my Asumaverse community, I'm trying to restructure and reorganize and kind of get things happening again. If we get to a place where we can finish all the updates we need to do to our servers, maybe something like that can come back again. I would really like to have those things to do every now and then. Hunt the Hermit was absolutely amazing. If we were to do it again, it will most likely be live streamed. I think a lot of us Hermits have transitioned away from having like side series and focus into putting more of our time on the main videos. I know I've done that. I know a couple of other Hermits have done that as well. Where are we going here? Probably this portal. Had to think for a second. Sprouty says, when is Season 7 coming? Yes, I just realised my confusion. New Hunt the Hermit season. Season 7... Okay, look, mate. Keep it between us, alright? I can trust you, right? You can keep a secret. Season 7 starts after... Oh, no! Not in Scar's area! Not in Scar's area! Oh, jeez. Anywhere else. Anywhere else. Okay, we need to pass the night, don't we? Where's going to be a bed? Where's going to be a bed? Great line of English. Maybe Cub will have one, won't he? Cub's got a bed. You know. Cub's a civilised man. A man of culture and taste. He doesn't sleep on the floor. Whoa! Okay, it's up here. Yeah, little bit of a secret. Season 7 is after Season 6. It never gets old. Top secret right there. Keep it to yourself. Okie dokie dokily. Let's have a look for... not that one, it's this one. So I'm just going to grab all of that. Also, let's have a little look together, peeps. Who's been... I never put my own ones in here. Oh, look, people are actually signing it. There's loads more now. Took a bunch of wool because I failed at redstone using the wool to rebuild my giant target. Nice. Oh, there's like 2 here. It's Scar and... I see. Nice. So Iscal's been working on a minigame. My name is Joe and I moved 3 stacks of wool that were red to use to make a banner for the theatre. Ah, cool, there's a theatre. Below the ministry. Oh, wow. Let's go down and check that out, actually. That's the purpose of this book, is for me to find out what people are up to. Wait a minute, False didn't specify what she was up to here. I'm messing with her. Right. Okay, so before we head back, we've got to go investigate what this theatre under the Ministry of Truth is. Right. Oh, still struggling with this voice. Now, this is definitely underneath the Ministry of Truth. The last time I was here was actually to do admin work. We had, like, chunk corruption stuff going on. Well, this place has got, like, a cool vibe. Because there's, like, visible redstone and just... What's this? What's that? What's that? Just about... Ah! Found the theatre. Aha! So this is what the red wall has been used for. What's with the 1 lapis there? Goodness me. Right, I'm behind on the noises in the ear. So while I wander around here, Badger! Spanner! AKA... I can't even think about how I say it wrong. Banner Spadger! There you go. I literally had to think about that for a while. Is here. Gifting the subs again. Thank you so much, Badger. If you hear your name being read out loud, throw an assume a love heart into chat. What's that you saying? I can't throw a assume a love heart in there. I'm not a subscriber. I don't have the emotes. You do now. Wolfie Girl. Lug Ijua. Probably butchered that name. Your Everyday J Twitch. Sandy Boy Games. And Geometric Spike. All now subscribers. Thank you ever so much again, Badger. And thank you everyone for tuning in. Ah, this might be the origins of the roller coaster. Oh, it looks so good to use scaffolding for a rail line. That's a cool aesthetic. And I think Joe's also, like, probably sponged this place to clear it out. This is cool. I like this place. I feel like there should be more stuff like this in Minecraft, right? Where, like, the environment, what's already there, just gets built into. As opposed to, like, we tend to, like, redo everything from the ground up sometimes. Do these ladders, like, properly lead anywhere? Okay, how do I get out of this place? What do you dispense? Is that for shooting me with? Jeez. I'm going to throw an ender pearl. Excellent, excellent, literally excellent shot. It took me out of there in the cheatiest way. Oh, hello. Hello. Hello, it's time to collect some heads. Every time I see the Wandering Trader, I collect heads. Don't try and get away. I want my free head. And these ones over here. Look away! I'm sorry! They're not normal llamas! Pete, they're the rare llamas. I've got to kill them for their heads. No, it's not cruel. Jeez. Y'all are going to have a moment of deja vu when you watch my next episode of Hermitcraft. Okay, that is a murderous sight of a person right there. Full Velocity is here subscribing with Amazon Prime. Thank you ever so much, Full Velocity. And Belt Fed Joe is here with a nation saying Pro Gamer with that blast off from Scar's area. That was Anti-Derp. You gotta take a counter off. Ah, yes, with the creeper. That was. We need anti-derp technology, don't we? I can't do that actually. I can't set the counter to -1 unless I like went and opened the text file. Now it has to be done, doesn't it? Oh. Oh no, we're going into negative derp territory, are we? Well, where is the derp counter stored these days? Do I even know? Okay, it's still there. Well then, maybe... Does it now say, when I save it, -1? Do we have negative derpage? We got negative derpage! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Anti-derp technology in the house. In his house. I like it. I like it. Thank you so much for the donation, dude. I appreciate it. Okay, let's go back to normal with this stuff. Come on! Woo! I don't know what way to fly to get to the spawn chunks. I was going to fly there, then I'm like, I don't know what way to go. Okay, down here. So we got another noise in here from Stowe Healet, resubscribing with 7 months, saying, loving the chill streams as always. Thank you ever so much. It's not going to be quite as chill for our next talking topic, though. That's the thing. That is the thing. Yeah. So, in these streams, I talk about the news, the media, the constant bombardment of stories that have very little relation to you as an individual. It's good to know about what's going on in your community and your immediate surroundings, and I can understand how people want to be informed about what's happening in the wider world. But I've noticed this negative effect on myself where I'm just hearing about this horrible person over here did this, that thing happened over there, and they're completely unrelated to my life. And so when I tune out from the news, all of a sudden that negativity stops bringing my mood down, and I feel like it's actually better to be in this place where you're not worried and concerned about it. Of course, there is an argument to be made that you need to know about these things. I'm not so sure how I feel about that. But recently, something happening in the news that I think most people are going to feel a strong connection to is what's happening over in the Amazon rainforest. And I got really emotional about it last night. Kind of kicked myself up into... You know that belly aching feeling where you're like, oh god, everything's gonna burn. You know, like, kind of got into one of those moods. And then this morning I had time to do a little bit of research and kind of got my head around the situation better, right? Blissful ignorance is Lightbulb. Yikes, dude. No, not blissful ignorance. Or maybe, but look, you don't need to. There is billions of people on this planet. There are many, many things that happen every single day. Every single day on this planet, things are happening. Question is, do you need to know about all the horrible things? Because that's what the news tends to do. Constantly bombarded with stories that seem somehow dislocated and disconnected from you as a person, yet you're somehow invested in these things that are going on. And I understand that things are important and that they need to be known about, but for your own mental health, tuning out can do wonders. It did wonders for me. I get stressed, I get worried, I get that feeling in my stomach. Oh, this is happening in the world, that person's done this, oh, isn't it awful? But so much of it is just completely out of the scope of what can I do about this? Nothing. You know? Like, I don't have the power to deal with that. Like, this is beyond me. And so by tuning out, I don't carry that burden with me. And I can understand the argument of that you're putting forth there. But I just, at the end of the day, it's better for my health, and I'm gonna put that there. Now, when it comes to the Amazon rainforest, though, I think it's hard to put forth that argument of feeling disconnected from it, because been brought up and educated knowing that the Amazon forest is essentially the lungs of the planet, they like to call it. Found some statistical information about that that's interesting. numbers get thrown around, and sometimes there can be different opinions on the numbers and whatnot. So anyway, I was learning about what was happening last night, and I was getting sucked into a kind of, a bit of a negative feedback loop. But then this morning I read some other stuff, and it kind of helped me understand what's happening a little bit better. So this is in no way a means to diminish the importance of the situation. But what's happening over there, and this storm of media around it, is actually more of a sort of... What am I doing here, by the way, while we get talking? I'm going to do carpets. Carpets are easy. Let's carpet up this one and call it finished. And I was looking for dark glass. So what's happening over there, at the moment, right now, has actually been going on for years, right? Like, this burning and clearing of the forest is horrible. It's been happening, though, to make way for farming. Economics is pretty much driving that, right? Like, economics is a driving force for a lot of things, and it often puts the environment second. And they've got a prime minister over there who's changed policies on protecting the rainforest and is now looking at it as a means to create economic opportunity, which generates wealth, and that wealth tends to get sucked to the top, but it does, affect the country and people as a whole. But anyway, there's been this storm of media about what's happening lately, because there's these horrific images of all these fires. These fires, some of them happen naturally, and I was trying to get some figures that I could put into percentages. It seems that, like, although they're burning the Amazon rainforest, it's maybe not more than 50% of these fires that aren't natural. But the natural fires that are happening are not part of the Amazon's, like, it's not a forest that deals with fire. Some forests literally fire is part of, like, what happens. You might see a forest fire and think, oh, that forest is dead. It's actually part of their cycle. They will bear the fire. The fire eats up all the what do they call it, foliage or something on the grounds, and then the cycle happens over and over again. It's actually part of I guess you call it an ecosystem. It's part of what the forest does. It knows how to deal with fires, and that's cool. And the Amazon is not one of those types of fires. When fires happens there, they're not, the trees aren't growing again next year. It takes like 20 to 40 years for stuff to be, to come back again, right? So that's that. But anyway, there's an alarmingly larger amount of fires this year. But when you compare it to what's been going on already, it kind of makes this current wave of, like, attention on it look a little bit disproportionate. We probably should have been this angry about what's happening over there already, right, is the idea. But anyway, it looks like this, like, a couple of hashtags went viral, and there's been some interesting images that make the situation look terrible, even though it's, like, a terrible situation that's been happening for years, from what I've been learning. So there's some images of the fires from space. There is pictures of cities nearby that you can't see the sun. There's so much smog, and it makes it look like the fire is this thing that's happening now. It's actually something that happens every year and has been getting worse each year. More of the forest has been disappearing, and the amount of fires are going up year by year, basically. So it puts things into perspective. But I think the outrage, if it leads to something good, what comes of it is probably necessary. It's just, when I first learned about this, it kind of seemed like oh no, our Amazon forest is going to burn down and be gone type event. Whereas it's actually like, oh no, this has been going on for years, and there's just all of a sudden this kind of like media storm happening right now. So I found that fascinating. Yeah, and let's hand it over. Well, actually, no, wait. If you've got a reply, if you've got some thoughts, hold on for a second. Let me read these noises in the ear. So we got ZB Def Bachelor, subscribing with Amazon Prime. We got Camo J123 for 35 months, saying another month, another fact. The ordinary paper that consumers use throughout their everyday life, such as newspapers, books, cereal boxes, etc., is a primarily made of wood pulp. However, United States currently paper is composed 75% cotton and 25% linen. Alright. I did not know that. Currency paper. Got ya. Dollar bill. Dollar bill, yo. Thank you ever so much, Camo J. I appreciate it. We also got Kaji Boy subscribing with Amazon Prime. And Shawnee YYX is here, gifting those subs again. Shawnee, can't thank you enough for supporting the community here. If you hear your name being read out loud, throw a love heart in chat for Shawnee. Gifting you a sub right here. You can now throw a love heart in because you are a subscriber. You've got access to those Asuma emotes. Peeps, who are subscribers, right now in the chat, top to bottom, let's spam emotes. Estelian's going to hate me. He's going to send me a message after, like, why do you do this to me? Why do you do this? Show off those emotes. Show your favourite Asuma emotes right there. 123, Oppo123. Wolf with a Soul, 37NJ, Petro CC, Colonel Nold, J Reese 708. Y'all can throw some emotes into chat. Thank you for all the peeps throwing the emotes, showing them off. They're cool, aren't they? We can stop that now. Okay, I don't want to give Stellian a heart attack here. I'm messing with you, SD. I appreciate you. I know it's madness for you. What's this? Winnie and Randy hate it as well. Oh, I'm sorry. It has to be done. We need a little bit. We need a little bit of sub expression every now and then, right? Some emotes flowing through the chat. The chat needs it. Moto Sin and Ui7654 have subscribed as well. Ui there for 8 months. Incredible. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. Look at that. Look at that Iron Titan behind me. Looks amazing. Before I hand over the Amazon talk to you, to all of y'all, just remembered a couple more things that I was learning about. So there's this statistic goes around that the Amazon provides planet Earth with 20% of its oxygen. That is actually a debated statistic because it's obviously an estimate, and some people believe it's 10%. But you ask me, 10%, 20%. That's big enough to go, hey, that thing is super important right there. What was the other statistic in my head? Oh yeah, if apparently if 1/5 of the Amazon, as it currently stands, more burns away, then it will go into a negative feedback loop where eventually the whole thing's just going to turn into a savanna. Now, I don't know how much is currently burned. This is the thing that I couldn't figure out. Like, at the current rates of burning, when do we reach that 1/5 moment? Because again, when I first heard this statistical stuff, it kind of sounded like this fire is so big and out of control that might happen right now. And again, I am not trying to diminish the fire or what's going on over there. I'm just trying to put it into a far more, I guess, balanced perspective. Like, it's right to be upset and to be angry and want something to change there, but let's make sure we get all the statistics right, you know? I think that's really important with a lot of stuff. Whatever it is you believe in, is get the underlying stuff correct. Whatever it is we're going to debate and discuss, let's try and get some facts in there as the baseline. And if the facts don't support our argument, then we should be happy that the facts are that way, right? That's the way that I look at it, you know, because they're the facts. They don't have to agree with your feelings. Okay, what's the other one? White. Did we do white already? I had a feeling we did the white windows already. Cool. This thing's almost finished. We've got our 2 little towers built up. I like it. It's fun to do a little bit of building like this. We might end up building a few more things in this area. I don't know. Have like a little collection of them. Okay, so what's people in chat saying about the Amazon? We also got gifted subs from Raid. Raid, I thank you. We're going to have a little bit more chat and then I'll read out your subscriptions. In my opinion, we need global trade tariffs on Brazil imposed by the UN or something similar until they stop the Amazon fires for good. Well, that might be a bad tactic because the politics of the Brazilian leader is very much one of nationalism, national identity, which means, you know, our land, our rights, our sovereignty, that kind of mentality. And international meddling will probably provoke and aggravate them as opposed to find a solution. That would be my opinion on that. The Amazon is cool, says Hot Melty Cheese. I agree. I love the Amazon. I love all those documentaries where you go see all the crazy creatures and animals and indigenous people living inside of there. You know, I sometimes think that indigenous people, like, I know that some people out there would be like, oh, why don't you want to live with like TVs and and phones and, you know, in cities or whatever, I sometimes think they might have it better. Like, I know disease and stuff is obviously an issue, but I think living closer to nature, it seems like a lot of this technology we have seems to create vast mental health issues for us. Especially young people today growing up with social media. There is so many alarming statistics on how, you know, things like Facebook likes and Instagram likes and all this sort of stuff sort of feed back into people feeling depressed and lonely. And I don't know, I think maybe it's like romanticizing it as well, right? Like, have it better as their homes are burning down, says Silverdust. Not those ones specifically, you know what I mean? Jeez. Fires in the Amazon are on land. That's been deforested for farms. Yeah, that's what's happening over there. The Amazon is not cool, it's very humid. I don't think we meant cool like temperature. I think we meant cool like, you know, that's cool. I like that, it is cool. You know? Thank you for tuning into the stream. Very cool of you to do that. That kind of cool. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Can you please turn slow mode off, says Desuma. I want to keep slow mode on. Chat has been very difficult as of late. Asuma is a horse, not a turtle. You know what's going to happen to your message. You're just going to get in trouble. See, it's gone now. What was the point of that? What was the point of that? By the way, 1,600 peeps tuning in today for the stream. Thank you ever so much for tuning in, everyone. Be sure to hit that follow button. And if you're not following me on YouTube, go over there and subscribe. We're getting close to 1 million. It's unbelievable. 80% of the forest is left in total after about 40 years of people chopping the woods and the fires, says Polyminator. Yeah, that's an interesting thing as well, right? Like, you always got to put these things into perspective. See, people were sharing images of cities being like covered in smog, but talking about it like it was an ongoing thing, whereas actually it was just like one day, is what I could find out. One day did it look like this. I mean, obviously it's alarming, but let's get the statistics right, you know? I really do think you don't need to exaggerate in order to get across how serious this stuff is. But if you don't stick to the actual facts, it can be easy for people to be dismissive, I think. Eye break, people are saying. Well, we're almost there. Let's finish placing this, which, is that the last one? No, this one here as well. And look at this, we're done. That's it. The Projecto? Jeez, words. Finito. Projecto Finito. The 2 towers are done. And we're an hour into a stream. I've got to say, every time I do a project like this, it's always slower. So, slower than I'd like, you know. We're going to go work on the castle project. Been really looking forward to that. I was just thinking, I wonder if we can do something with these heads, like the pirates could put them on sticks. And it's a little bit grim. It's a little bit on the grim side, I think. Goodness me. I guess I'll hold on to that for now. Actually, look. Boom. There we go. Did I bust out the old terracotta? I did not. Can store a little bit of that in here. Dyes. Yep. Concrete. I need a little bit more there, don't we? Okay, that's pretty much it, I think. I don't think we do much better than that. Time to count the boxes and put them away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a backpack, so I missed one. Aha! That's why you count them. That's why you count them. Oh yeah, I didn't actually use any of this glass. Well, that's fine. Oh no, I did use some. Oh well, whatever. Whatever, we're getting ready for the eye break now. Up there you go. If you were to trade bases with another hermit, who would you choose? Someone who's got lots of resources. That's it. That's all I'm interested in. Give me the resources. Actually, I'll tell you what. Well, Scar's probably got loads of resources. Yeah. What if we did that, like Hermitcraft base swap? That could be interesting. I'll pick Scar's. Thing is though, if I wanted to, I could just go spend time in Scar's base. But not really. I don't know, this is the thing I've been thinking about, right? For my next season, I want my base to be an area that I traffic a lot. Like, I want to go gorgeous and then make sure I spend time in that environment. Because I'm kind of learning that, like, a lot of where you play the game, where you are the most, is probably the best place to put your time into aesthetics, right? Sometimes I've gone and done up a project, made it look really nice, and then never go there again. So it's kind of silly. Anyway, let's do this noises in the ear and then an eye break and then on to the next project. We have Raid 1539 gifting those subs. If you hear your name being read out loud, you are now a subscriber. Johnny Quest X, Dark Mega 007, NASCAR Boy, Molmon Strix, and Zerto. Feel free to throw a love heart into chat for Raid for those gifted subs. I can't thank you enough. The gifted subs are wonderful. I thank you. My7CH24 is here subscribing. We also got Balkan TD subscribing and Mega XLR1 for 52 months in a row. By the way, if you have epilepsy or something like that, look away now. If you flashing images give you issues, don't look at the screen, okay? Right, fair warning, look away. If someone is holding your eyes open staring at the screen, tell them to stop. Alright? That is weird. I discovered that the other day. If you start in a different position when you hold down, it blinks different frames as well. All I'm doing is holding down F5. It totally caught me off guard. Right, okay, I'm done with the flashing images. You had fair warning. Had fair warning. Moto Sin is here for the nation saying the Amazon talk is super important, but probably the most important discussion. Star Wars or Star Trek? Thanks for all the Minecraft entertainment over the years. You're 5 stars in my book. Out of 5. Fantastic. Thank you for the lovely message, dude. It is super important, isn't it? And I want to do more than just talk about it, and I'm trying to find a way in which to do more, because I get the feeling that trying to work with organisations that are over there is probably going to be problematic based on the politics that are going on over there. But anyway, I've been looking at a few things. As for Star Wars versus Star Trek, I mean, I love both. And for me, Star Wars, I think, wins on the entertainment value, on the kind of story adventure value, right? But Star Trek wins on the brain food side of things. So... Oh, I've just gotten over here and immediately thought of something I wanted to bring. The coral. Actually, do I have corals in my ender chest? Anyway, what we can do today in this area, and I think it's important that we work on the same area. We're going to start to open up this side over here. Let's actually get the shovel going. Yeah, seeing these gaps is a good thing, by the way. I was also going to transform the outside area first, because I think I want to put sand all over this island, right? So if we put a little bit of sand on the outside, we get to know our limits here, because we're going to open this up big time. It's going to be like an underground open market area. So the wall will go above and there'll be lots of this going on. Now we also got to brainstorm shops, and we're going to work on this project on our streams. So there'll always be an opportunity for you to put in an idea. We had, I think, a potion type place last stream, and there'll be other ones as well. But yeah, we'll take some suggestions in a bit. So if you've got any ideas, have a little think on it, and then when I ask, we'll get to that. I think scaffolding is going to be useful here because I need to go upwards a bit. And it's raining. Shop at Sahara, it's faster, says Matt Hyper. It's faster than, what, 2-dimensional? That stuff's like practically instant. I have to wait ages at Sahara, then I have to get someone to come and fix it every time. Every time. I think what would probably work is if we worked from the outside. Oh, goodness me, another bunch of gifted subs. Oh, jeez, peeps. Got to slow down here. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, we'll work from the outside. And I think I want to decorate this one today, so let's not put things there. what I want to grab is sand, and then I want to put a block under the sand, and I'm gonna go with stone slabs. Oh, I said I needed to bring loads of stone with me, and I never did. But we're gonna do some digging, so we'll probably get what we need. Right, backpack. No, where'd it go? Jeez, genius. Crafting bench. I hear a zombie. Okay. Gonna make those. Gonna make these. Probably not enough. Let's just make all the slabs. Okay, then we need some sand to go on top of them. That's definitely not going to be enough, but yeah. We're just getting started. Alright, we got noises in the ear from Attributor. Subscribing with Amazon Prime. Soulbane159. Subscribing with Amazon Prime. Oh, it's not actually as hilly over here. There might be some serious need of reconstruction over on this side then. It is quite possible. And we got gifted subs from the one and only Graceful. Grace, thank you so much for your generosity and for supporting the community. Gifting some subs to some random peeps in chat. If you hear your name being read out loud, throw a love heart Graceful's way. You can now do that because you've got access to those emotes because you're a subscriber. We got Duke Dragon 28, Mute Swan, War God Poseidon, Big D Tiny 420, and Era Peter. Thank you so much for the for tuning in, and thank you Grace ever so much for the gifting subs. Oh, that name was hilarious. Oh. Sahara has Sahara Amazon now. Coincidence? I think not. Yeah, I think we all know that Sahara is built on Amazon. Sahara updated. It's 20 seconds faster. That's still pretty slow compared to two-dimensional, you know. I mean, it might be 20 seconds faster, but it's still minutes behind. Okay, let's go track this down. Oh, I like this song. Very dramatic. Hey X, have you seen PewDiePie passing over 100 million subscribers? I was asleep when it happened. I saw that it was going to happen before I went to bed. I woke up and saw that it happened. So, congrats, PewDiePie. Would have been nice if he was the first to it, but it doesn't really matter, does it? Okay, so, where do we start with this? Because this stuff could, you know, really go all over the place. It'd probably make more sense to do this, what I'm doing now, like later, because there's other areas that need to be filled up. So why do the biggest bit in the bit you're most unsure of? That's a pretty good argument, but we started over here, so we'll stick with it. Okay, I'm probably not going to build up this space here very much. So we should think about where we want to start doing this, which will probably be just around this area. And we'll bring it, yeah, we'll set like a limit to the size of it, right? So this will probably closely mirror the shop size we've got so far. It's also going to be quite tall now that I think about it. Like if this is the roof here, do we need to go any higher than that? Let's bring something all the way over here and say, actually we're going to go, yeah, there are many aspects to think about here. So it might just be this side over here that needs a little bit of work. So let's say we set that up as our kind of height guideline and then see what work we need to do above from that. Zura says, what's this project? It's my castle, Pirate Castle project. It's a place for us to do details together, I think. Probably be the best way to describe it. It's going to be like a live streamed project. Get rid of some of that. Okay, so we'll have this thing start, not in line with that, but a little bit off. A little bit off to the sides. I think it might make sense to put it, well, we'll do it with that one. Now, how far back in do we want to go? The other thing I've got to consider is this shop's going to need depth, but we can just terraform the land here, so that's fine. That's all good. We'll start there. Yeah, that's the way we'll work it. So how tall is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the slabs at the fourth one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the slabs at the 4. So yeah, we're pretty much copying the blueprint here. That's cool. We'll do this properly later on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for now until you reach the next bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we've got a pillar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a pillar. Now, does it look good that the front is in line with the wall? I don't think it is. I think it's going to create a big flat surface. And if we put it forward by one, the wall being recessed a little bit would look like pretty sound. If we put it back, I think the wall would not look as good. So I'm going to bring this forward. I think maybe 2 blocks might be smarter. So we've got more depth to play with. It makes this area feel a little bit cramped, right? But we can use that for our own advantage, I think. Actually, no. Let's go back by 1. I think, yeah, we'll just do 1 because they are quite close. All right. That's good. This is the thing. You go in with one idea, like, oh, I'm going to rip that out and do this. And then you kind of see, oh, wait, this project's got way more to it. This is definitely going to go into that area. It's deep under the ground. We don't need to worry about terraforming at the surface so much. Right, and for now, all of this roof will just be slabs so that we can put blocks on top of it. And as you can see, it's really only over the one side that we need to do anything about it. Just joined. What's the castle for? Says Velo. It's just a fun project. Just a castle project. Let's get this snad in here. We've got a noise in the ear from Argus X77. Argus, thank you so much for your subscription. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream today. So what I will do is, are we going to follow the wall all the way up there? I think we are. Yeah, we're going to follow the wall up. Except not in every little place. Maybe just put it over the top of it would be easier and quicker for now. Maybe not in every single spot. I think that's how we did it the other side, actually. Just put it over. It just saves you digging out the dirt, doesn't it? Alright, so we're going to have this all nice and beachy. Yeah, and then here it stops working. So when you get to the riverbed, it's going to need a little bit more flexibility, I think. And we're going to need a lot more sand. Probably going to need a trip back to the base, right? Aaron Mitchell is here, resubscribing for 2 months in a row, saying your live stream chats are the best, X. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate that. Thank you for saying. And thank you so much for the support. Appreciate the subscription. We also got Brennan SB subscribing with Amazon Prime. Thank you ever so much, Brennan. Very kind of you to do so. Do you drink beer, says Taubar. I do not. I do not drink beer. I do not do drugs, unless caffeine, you know, because drugs are technically a lot of things. Asuma, will you be participating in Minecraft Monday? Oh yeah. You can read in my Reddit AMA in greater detail what I think about that. It's just not like people, the community there, the people involved are just not people I have any like relation to or involvement with, so it doesn't really appeal to me. I would really like to do some sort of Minecraft events again, like Sethbling used to organise, but I would want to do them with people like Sethbling and part of the, you know, the Minecraft community that I'm more known for, or well, not known for, but like associated with, or at least the people I watch, that kind of thing, right? Not particularly interested in doing it with people I don't know or know of, so that's kind of how I feel about it. Now, I've just realised that when we did the beach and this kind of operation last time, we actually put in a lot of detail, didn't we? And I'm not going to do that now, but we'll come back and we'll throw in the old upside down sandstone stairs and do all those sorts of tricks. For now, let's focus on getting like a nice big batch of this done. And I might be, yeah, look at this. I'm getting a little bit carried away here. We've got to think about the terraforming. Because we've got to hide this. We've got to hide this up here. That is the idea. So let's go ahead and do that. And then bring that one round. And then cover all of this with sand. And you can see we're building upwards towards this height. It's going to be quite steep, this area. Maybe another Vex map, says Randy Nicole. I think those maps and the playstyle have unfortunately just fallen a little bit behind. We tried to do one, didn't we? But Randy, I've got some plans to play mini games and stuff at some point in the future. I need more sand. I need more sand. We got cheers and bits here, noises in the ear. It's Argus X77 saying scoops throwing those bits, doing those cheers. Thank you ever so much. I appreciate your support. And I hope you're enjoying the stream. It's time to empty this sand out. Let's have a look in chat for a new topic. A talky topic. What do y'all want to talk about now? What's happening in the world? What needs to be discussed, talked about? What's on your mind? Ah, look, here we go. So, that is that. Right, and then we need to update a load of these blocks as well, because they don't fit the whole project. Rainforest, people are saying. We've already covered Rainforest. Hong Kong, I'm pretty uninformed on that. I understand there's a lot of demonstrations and protests going on over there, but haven't got too much to say on that. Would you upload any guitar videos to your second channel again? Do you know what? If I do actually start playing guitar again, probably not. Do you know what? They were actually like really quite difficult to do in some ways. Like, took a lot of time and like I felt the pressure. I enjoyed it while I was doing it, but I don't think I'd want to really return to doing that again. You know, I've kind of moved on from it a little bit. But hey, you never know. Cave update, question mark, says Brennan. I would like a cave update, but top priority for me is an inventory update. I really, really think this game could be so much better if they just addressed this kind of growing item and this constant inventory management we have to do. Could be maybe I'm just a little bit derpy and I don't do it very well myself, but it just feels so tedious sometimes that we have to do so much. Okay, we've got to think about how we're laying out things here a little bit because we're getting a little bit cliffy, which isn't really a sand feature, is it? Like, because sand's grainy, it's going to get blown over. But hey, we're doing it here. Oh, in a ways, it doesn't actually need to be like that because you don't see that block. But then the problem is it looks a little bit like too much of a flat line, so we'll do that. And that brings us up to here, and that allows us to kind of hide the shop when we build it. So we got that going a little bit. I think we should build the shop now, you know, and then we'll come back to this top area. Let's get this underground part underway. Craft some items like snow blocks can be a pain, says Baron Magenta. It can. I would move away from the crafting system if it were up to me. Now, I do understand. Sorry, I probably worded that incorrectly. Not move away from it, but better streamline it. I can understand, like, it's Minecraft and it would be weird to take crafting out of the game. But when this game was first made, with the amount of inventory slots it had so many less blocks for you to work with. And the way you played the game, the pace of it, the things people would do, it was so much more slower. And now this game is a lot more advanced than it was when that started out. By the way, the height of this I've made the same. I think what I should have done is put a height difference between the two. It's important to do that, otherwise it feels a bit too mirror. I could lower it. I think I might lower it by 1. So in that case, you know, we're going to do a lot of this sort of umming and ahhing, jumping around. It's the way a project goes. Let's actually shore up the entrance here, perhaps. Something like that. More inventory, says Legatomb. Yeah, I'd be down for more inventory. I could understand if people thought that was a bit much. But I think the real thing is streamlining some of the crafting stuff. I think having a crafting table, let's get rid of it. Let's just do all of that in our inventory, because constant trying to find one, put it down. You know, all you're trying to do is make some items, and then you've got to do this grindy little thing that you do over and over again. And it's, to me, it's not that interesting. So I would propose that, you know, 3x3 crafting grid in the inventory. Maybe the crafting table has some other property, some other use that could be good for players, something they could take advantage of, but I don't know quite what that would be. Alright, so let's go ahead and some slabs at this level here. Okay, so that's part of a pillar, we'll come back to that later. That's going to be structural. Then we obviously got a floor at this height, but for how long Okay, so this is why I think this shop should be lower. That one's actually, its floor's going to be lower, isn't it? Which is a thing. Ooh, what did I just do? So yeah, streamline crafting, but I also think maybe we should start to reevaluate having these slots of items in. Maybe stacks, maybe items don't have a stack limit, right? And they just, one space for one item, and you can store a crazy amount. Or maybe having like a massive inventory, but having a search feature where you just type in the name of the item you want and dump it onto your hotbar and build with it. There's a lot of swapping blocks around. Oh, I need to use this one, I need to use that one, I've got to walk over there, got to come back. I really feel like I need to cut through that. I need to cut through that stuff and kind of bring it to the essence, which is, you know, bringing the vision you got in your mind into the game, bringing it to life. Oops. And all those other little bits just slow you down. I'm not so keen on it. Okay, so we're going to make this, I think, one block lower makes the most sense. And we decided to build it there. So, wait, no. This is wrong. Is that in line with this? Nope. Okay, so if we had the two walls at the bottom, 1, 2, then we would have stairs and stairs. So all of that will go one block lower. And that's cool. That's what we want. And I've only got a few stairs. Of course I have. Of course I've only got a couple of them. Jeez. You know how it is. Right. So you want creative mode, says X to leg. Now, big difference between creative mode and survival is that you can pick the materials that you want, build with them, and fly. What I want is to be able to pick the materials and build. Let's forget the flying bit. The difference is with picking the materials is that I've got to get the materials in the survival world. That's the charm of survival, is that not only did you build this, you went out and got all the materials together for it, and that's fantastic. Not trying to take that away, but creative mode has the ability just to much quickly manage the items that you want, and that's what we need in survival. You know, you have access to any block and you pick it and then you're building with it. You don't have to worry about the count, you just build. Need something similar to that. We need, you know, less of this clutter and more of, hey, I'm going to use that item now. Of course, you'll run out because it's survival. You don't have infinite, but you've got that streamlined access to what you want. That's what I'm getting at. You know, look how many times I go back and forth to find a couple of items. Minutes later, I haven't got enough of them and I'm crafting them. If you were to take a video of me building and just like highlight all the times that I have to walk somewhere to get something out of a chest and I have to sort my inventory out or I have to open up and swap things around, that's wasted time to me. Like, that's time, if we could streamline it, then we would be building more and we would be doing more cool and interesting things inside of this game. That's the bit that I want to get at, right? That's the bit that I want to improve. Empty creative interface, you need to fill yourself. That's a really good idea, Jarlarvi. I like that. Now, I can understand if people would be then like, oh, but, you know, you should have a limit to how much stuff you could hold. I think, yeah, it probably makes sense. That's been a big part of the game, and the limit does indeed make sense. But let's try and impose the limit in a way where we don't end up with, like, crazy stacks and clutter. Let's try and impose it in a way where even the limit is sort of organised for you. Pre-organised, right? Am I doing that right? Apparently I am. Okay. So this is one lower. I feel like we need to show that more. And the way that we'll do that is by changing this here. I think. Just push all of that back a bit. Maybe not that aggressively, but yeah, that kind of works. That's kind of nice. That's kind of a nice gradient right there, isn't it? Let's get a little bit of this out of the front of it, and then just put in some blocks. This will actually probably have its own floor colour right around here, won't it? It'll be its own thing. So let's just do the blocks before it. That is nice. Alright, so we've got our path coming through. And I think we need to add things like barrels and details on the side of the street. Make the street feel a little bit more lived in and cluttered. But we've got this structure coming together. Let's just build the other side. Let's knock this out for now. And then we'll go up there and we'll finish up the wall coming down. I think capping stacks at 64 is a good place to keep things. Something Mojang could do is introduce a way for you to sort your inventory without the need to drag and click. I do think that keeping it at 64 feels nice because it's been like that for a long way. It's kind of like a Minecraft thing, right? But I think 64 as a limit is sort of where the problem starts, because you know you want to do this big build, you've got to carry several stacks of this item. You're digging things out of the way. Those stacks mean all that grass and dirt you just dug up take up multiple slots. So I think it might be nice to keep it, but I really think it probably has to go in order to fix the problem. I also think Mojang don't even know there's a problem, right? Like, I think a lot of players might not even think about it the same way. I've been playing this game for a long time, so you can probably understand how I get a bit just annoyed at those little grindy bits constantly getting in the way of stuff, right? And maybe that's not the best reason to say it should be changed, but then again it sort of is, I think. If you're finding something as a player that you're unsatisfied with, that's kind of where you would start, surely, if you wanted to change something in the game. What are players not happy with? Okay, so let's go sort out these walls. The idea was that we were going to randomize the placement of furnaces between droppers. I think these droppers face upwards, by the way. So let's put 1 and 2, that one there, and have... Oh, that's not random now. That's a bit more structured. Let's take that out and do that. So this one here, we'll go and put 2 at the bottom. And I've got to do a pass on the entire thing, really. So I could do with more of these furnaces overall, I guess. Right, and then let's do 2 at the top this time. Yep, and I think we're caught up now, because you can see over here, yeah. So we've done all of that coming around here, that's terrific, and now we've got to do all of this. So I'm going to need way more furnaces. Or droppers. I ran out, no, I didn't run out of droppers. I can actually place a dropper sideways and not use a furnace. How did I not notice that before? Right, isn't that how it works? So if I place that one there, huh, well, I guess that's that then. I guess that's that. Okay, let's come around to the side. Why is that not facing... Wouldn't that face sideways? That'll have to do for now. Right, let's go around to the other side. We got a Dum-Dum85 resubscribing for 16 months. A Dum-Dum, thank you ever so much for your 16 months of support. I do appreciate it, and I hope you're enjoying the stream. Akayum Vinda in chat says looks great. Thank you. Glad you like the look of it. This granite needs to come out. And over here you can see, like, hey, we should probably change one of these every now and then. Whoopsie. I don't think there is a way to fix the problem with the inventory, especially without serious overhaul to the game. Can't wait for the improvements to the engine, though. What improvements to the engine? I don't think Mojang are working on that. It needs it. It certainly needs it. The game's getting a lot of entities built into it, and not a lot of optimization has been done. I mean, of course it can be changed. They can do whatever they like with the game, you know. They can strip out features, put new ones in, so anything is possible, really. At least the way I look at it, it seems so. Oh, apparently I started doing this randomization over here. That's good. Okay, let's do that and then that. That is good in the hood, homie. Good in the hood. Let's put that one like that, and this one upwards. Whoopsie. Sweet. Let's get in here with a little bit of sand. Actually, I put all the sand away, didn't I? And we got a zombie. Got a zombie coming in here. Alright, so there's still more randomization to be done around the sides. And this is probably the same. Yeah, look. Randomized. I hope it's randomized. That looks like it's every other. No, it's randomized. Okay, so wherever we have these, it's randomized. That's good. We know what we're doing. We're on the right track. 5k to go, says user Bob. Is that on YouTube you're talking about? $5k subs to go. Wasn't it 6 before we started streaming? Peeps, we've got 1,600 people tuned in. Thank you ever so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you're enjoying the stream. If you head over to YouTube and hit the subscribe button for my channel, we're close to 1 million. Most of you here have probably already done that. Most of you are probably from YouTube. You know? I just joined. What are you doing, says Cosmic Pikachu. We're working on our castle project over here. It's off to a terrific start. I do like it. Let's get up here. And that was the old roof. We can just leave that there for now and build the new stuff under it. Okay, that's not to change then for now. And we're out. Let's get a couple more. Oh, we can't. Oh, there's monsters nearby. Let's use some dispensers. Which actually are the ones that I got more of, so I should probably do that. Hey, we could even leave those in there as like a roof detail. That's an interesting idea. Also, look at that one. No, 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 no. No, you don't. You are facing the wrong way, good sir. Hard to see. Please sleep, says Jeppy. And it went over there. Shouldn't be that hard to see. But I will sleep nonetheless. What we need is a better and more efficient way to have storage, says Randy Nicole. Storage isn't a problem. Storage, there's all kinds of storage you can do. Shulker boxes are terrific. To me, it's the inventory is where it all goes wrong. That's where the clutter is. That's where the difficulty is. I mean, we've got barrels, we've got shulker boxes you can store, and they've got hoppers. You know, you can automate the storage of stuff very easily now. Oh, we're saying just the varying wall textures are WE, says Croc. What's that mean? Varying wall textures? One thing I did want to do was do a pass with like mossy cobble and all that kind of stuff, but one thing at a time. We did a little bit of outside work. I think we need to do more of this next. And we'll stick to that. And I should have probably brought like a shulker box with me just to throw junk in, because already my inventory is just rammed. Maybe like an automatic sorter, says Kokachu. But you can already do that. Like, they don't need to add anything to do that. That's the thing. We've already got automatic sorters, and they're really good. It's the inventory is where it goes wrong for me. I might have some room here. No, not for those. I can put leather in here. And I can possibly put some glass away, but not even that. Again, I was talking about this earlier, like, it's only a few things that are stored there. Okay, so we can do something up here to tie it into the wall a little bit more. I think we need to add some lamps. I'm going to go with some cobblestone walls up there. If we had any. How much cobble do I have? That much. We can do this. A block placement mechanism or some kind would be nice, says Jagoda. It could be. It might be a little bit overpowered block placing, but it wouldn't fix the inventory issues. That's for sure. At least I don't see it where it would. Why don't we do something like that? Actually, I think it should go one higher. Yeah, we're going to put a row of these blocks in. So I need my scaffolding again now, really. Just so I can pop up there. I still think the inventory folder thing and the auto crafting are the most needed features. I'm not sure about auto crafting. I've seen Psycraft do it, and they did it in a really good way, actually. I like that. I'm not sure if I'd want that in vanilla or not. I'd probably enjoy it for the most part. Oh, I see what's going on over here. And I just put those blocks away, right. So if we do that, and then we get some stairs. So the way we did it is they go that way. So we'll have a lantern there. We'll also put one here, I think. Now, okay, so that would come down and be there, but we'll just do that. And that will cover it up. So, see how I'm like constantly going into my ender chest and pulling out boxes and grabbing a couple of an item, and then it takes up an inventory slot? Like, imagine if the inventory was just like, have all the stuff in there, right? Store as much as you like. Then I'm just like maybe typing in lantern and putting it on my hotbar, and then when I'm done I just drop it back in and don't worry about it. I would love to experiment playing that way. I think you just find building would just become so much easier. We need a little bit of shape on this wall. I'm gonna put in a little ridge in the middle. Just like that for now. Just a tiny bit of detail, that's all it needs to be. Just a bit more of a different shape going on. Alright, so I think it's about time, now that we've got that established there. I like the height difference. The height difference feels good. Let's mess with putting another lantern on each. Yeah, that probably works as well. Okay, so we've got the lanterns on either side. Now what we need to do is probably bring in some more details, some different colours, but I think we should get the shops done first before we do the streets around them, just because they're going to provide detail and colour. So, what are we doing next? I did ask you earlier. What shop are we going to build next, peeps? We're going to put in details, we're going to go through all the blocks, we're going to try and make it look gorgeous. Riot Shell says make your own mods. I've tried to work with mod makers before to make a mod to demonstrate this inventory idea, but it doesn't really go anywhere. A lot of mod makers are more just keen on doing their own thing, which is fair enough, you know, they're the ones making it. Fisherman's shop, boating shop, eye patch, diorite, dirt, blacksmith. Blacksmith sounds kind of cool, but we've just sort of done that already. Peeps, when I say shop, I don't mean a shop for people to buy stuff. I'm on about a piratey castle thing. Like, this is a marketplace. We should definitely have some animals in like a little pen at some point. Archery range, bakery. Bakery sounds really good. Fletcher, a weapon. Now, a weapon shop we can use armor stands for. Now, the bakery is one I don't want to forget about. So I'm going to put a sign down and call it a bakery, and then we'll do a weapons shop. The fact that it's right next to this as well will probably make it look like the two are tied together. So it will end up being a similar theme, but we'll try and do different blocks in there. Oh wait, what am I grabbing? Actually, I don't think I've got signs in here anyway. And I don't, so what wood do I have the most of over here? You know, and when you craft stuff like this, oh look, now I've got leftover sticks and leftover planks every time, filling up the inventory space. This is why I think it could do with some reimagining going on here. Bakery. Yeah, and another thing we could do here is we could overthink the layout and be like, would you put a bakery next to a weaponsmith? I'm not going to go into that. I can hear my brain asking those questions, but we're not going to go that far into this project. Right, so let's open up the space that we'll be building inside of. Now, one thing we could do is leave this a little bit open-ended. This path here could just, rather than dropping down like I planned on it, it could drop down a little bit and go around here, which I actually think is what it will do, and then our marketplace will go underneath. Let's look at this. So this is the floor level here based on the blocks I put in the ground, so we'd have some openings around the site. So that is not actually going to be as such, and this is going to come straight over. I think it will just probably end off something like that. Then maybe what we'll do is have a little bit of a diagonal thing. Something, I don't know, we'll come back to this and make it make more sense at another time. But yes, there'll be something like that, and now maybe there'll be a little shop in this space as well, right? Maybe we'll put in a little something here. So I'll open that up to remind myself. Because we want things all over the place. But yeah, that leads around to the other side. So then this down here can go off in that direction. Now the reason I'm thinking that is that maybe what we'll do here is have this open up this way as well, just there. So Just following the ideas, that's all I'm doing. Following the ideas and the inspiration. People are still posting still posting suggestions. We're good for today, peeps. I appreciate your suggestions. We will take more in the next stream. I don't want to do it all in one day. I don't want to write down all the ideas and plan it out. I think I want it to be a bit more organic than that, just because I could see like myself making loads of plans and then later on being like, oh, I don't feel like doing that. So I'd rather we come up with the thing that we feel like doing on the day. So a weaponsmith caught my attention today. On a different day, I might look at that and I might not even think about using the armor stand. So I'm not going to do that, you know? That's the way I'm looking at it. I think we might want it to be lower if we're going to come around into this space, because we're kind of cutting into like the height here. We'll probably want to drop, and we could actually do that with this bit here. So let's take that off and lower this down by 1. Did I do that? Did I do that right? I think I did. So that's now the roof, 1, 2, and then we're going to have to cut into this space a bit. Apparently the Streamlabs extension has an update, says Binary Warrior. Don't you worry about that. I'm not going to update it. Okay, need to chuck things away. Look, those planks, those sticks, those signs. It's not worth the clutter. Crazy Plasma says, oh, I see. You don't want to use all of our great ideas in one day, right? No, it's not that I don't want to use them. It's that I would like to just, how can I describe it? Like, when we're in the moment of brainstorming, when ideas come up, it can be like, oh yeah, we could do this. Oh yeah, we could do that. And it'll be different every time you see it. So if I ask for, all the suggestions today and we make a big plan, in the future when I look at the plan and I'm like, oh, we've got to build the bakery now, those, like, ideas might not pop into mind. When you're seeing loads of random ideas, some of them are more colourful than others. And on different days, some are going to be more colourful than other ones, right? It's just the way the brain works when you're in that creative space. So I like the idea of us being able to just, you know, brainstorm today for something and do that. And then when we brainstorm next time, maybe what we build is something that we could have brainstormed today, or maybe it's something different. But I'll be picking it in the moment when it makes sense to do that. And that's what's important, that it kind of makes sense. That's the way I'm looking at it. So this will be a corner shop now, and the whole stuff can probably continue in that direction. We might even be able to make it like tunnel through and link up with another location. That would be really, really cool, actually. So if we look over in this direction, it's probably going straight along here. Then we have this drop down. I mean, maybe I could open this up so the marketplace comes back up into here. But then this is, the layout of this place is really weird, because over here there's no wall at the front, but this is like another markety place area. So maybe it comes all the way across down to here. Who knows? But I think having lots of linked up paths and stuff would be really cool. So, dropping back down here, by the way, I've got noises in my ear, and I've just sort of been zoned out from that. So, Graceful, thank you ever so much for the donation, I appreciate it. I'm so sorry for 7 minutes behind. Oh, it's almost a dirt button, isn't it? Grace thinks the peeps should come check out the 1 million plot. I think I should come check it out, Grace, don't you think? Peeps, should we go check out the 1 million plot? I'm ashamed to admit I forgot about that. I have to deal with so many things. And there's these amazing projects going on. Oh, jeez. So with this being a corner shop, somewhere here is going to be our back wall. Like, and then going over to this space. So I'm just trying to clear it out so we get a rough idea of the shape of the room. That's probably going to be about it. And I guess now we're ready to go into like creative mode. So it would make sense just to have a little bit of a break. Right? I think it makes sense. Also, this area here, I think would look really good with slabs up the top there. Yeah, that's the way. Is it hardcore? We're not playing hardcore mode. We can die and respawn and all that good stuff. And I can have a sip of water as well. Some good replenishing fluids water right there. Polar Vortex is here, subscribe with Amazon Prime. Polar Vortex, thank you ever so much for your Amazon Prime subscription. Appreciate it, dude. I appreciate it. Is the plot world on 1.13 yet? For some reason I've got my plot world configuration at 1.13. I'm sure it's 1.12. Where are we at? Well, look at all these snapshots. You can't see what I'm doing. We launch in a new Minecraft. Let's log off of here in case some zombies come and chew my brains. Don't chew my brains, zombies. Don't be chewing those brains. Can you see the 1.12 goodness, peeps? It looks to me like you can. Yeah. Here we go. Play.asumovoid.com. You can log in and play right now. 1.12.2. And spoiler alert! Not really. Not really. Unless you haven't watched that episode yet. Huh. I think we did that on stream one time. Oh, this place is just full of memories. Look, you can see how things come together, right, in this area. Like the first Tower of Bay and the one we did over at the shopping area here. The Phantom. You can see where I've just come in here and built stuff for Hermitcraft. It's like a sneak preview area for Hermitcraft episodes, you know. Show weeds. Right. Leaked Hermitcraft IP, says Crazy Plaza. Yeah, play.asumovoid.com. That's the Hermitcraft IP. We've got a noise in here from L54K. Subscribe with Amazon Prime. Thank you ever so much for the Prime subscription. I appreciate it, and I hope you're enjoying the stream. Let's see what peeps are up to. The floor is lava minigame. Sweet. Where is this? Is this it? Are we in the right spot? I think... Oh, jeez. Oh, now I'm thinking, like, should I be looking at this place right now? Or should I leave it? Oh, man, I should probably wait. Oh, good God, there's some interesting stuff up there. Should I wait and do, like, a reaction video type thing? Or should I be looking right now? I feel like I shouldn't be. I'm going to look at this bit. We're going to check out this bit. Someone built the floor as lava, right? Ooh, oh, that's a way of doing it, isn't it? With the observers. Oh, man, this is cool. Huh. People are saying now. Some people are saying wait. Make a video. I think I want to make it a video. But I also want to look a little bit more, so... Oh, gee! Oh, butterfly! Oh, it's so good. I gotta wait. I can't do this now. I can't do this now, no. I'm gonna spoil it for myself. I didn't think like that. Like, as soon as I go over there, I'm like, oh yeah, this would be like a wonderful video. Okay. You got a little bit of a sneak peek. Distractions, there's 40T. Let's get on with this, peeps. Let's get on with it. Right, we're going to have lighting on the inside. We've used a lot of lanterns so far. What other light sources can we use? There ain't many. Probably torches. But we're building a weaponsmith, so... What could we put in here? What kind of blocks? I'm starting to wonder now. Let's use some sea pickles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put them in like a little cage. Now, a good place to have a light source is just over the back here. So if this is going to be a wall, let's put the wall shape in, and then I think at eye level makes the most sense. So here we are going to create a little containment chamber. Then we need to figure out what is that in line with? Just about right, I think. So this may not end up being the final wall, but something like that. And then it lines up the way this one does here. That's cool. Now we could change those blocks to bricks and it would look like a bit of a kiln or something like that, right? I'm thinking. So we could put a campfire in here. I was going to put sea lanterns in there, but now I think actually, and campfire produces light. We've done it. We've gone in a very strange direction and we've managed to figure out how this works. Okay, so if I put a campfire in there, how much of the flame do we see? That is the important. Oh, that's actually really nice. That's a really nice effect. Now, we're not going to ask where all that smoke goes. It goes up into the castle, apparently. But I'll remove a few blocks just so the particles don't cluster. Right, let's go get some bricks. I feel like a texture change here would look fantastic. Now, it's going to use up a little bit of that side there, but that's fine, I think. Sharing textures can be cool as well. Oh, let's also get some shapes in here. So I'm going to grab that. So if we put it at the top... Oh, no! Might also be good to use some muddy-looking textures in the background. That's really cool. So, here we go. Like, let's get some like dirty, muddy-looking textures up in there. So it's I don't know. It looks used. It looks worn out. What's the most kind of like metallic, darkened? Oh, coal blocks probably, right? I love bricks, as Del. Yeah, bricks are great. Again, look at my inventory. What do I want to move? What do I want to throw away? What can I say? We could mix some obsidian in too, actually. A mix of obsidian and coal, right? That's kind of good. I like that. You need the heads, says Nick. I don't, but it feels weird to throw them away, right? That's the problem. So that little bit there is like completely fine, I think. It looks really good. Now, I want the roof to be lower in this side here. So I think we should mess about with that a little bit. What if we were to just start off with some struts, then we have a different material? We could put like a wooden log beam in there. That would be kind of weird, but who knows? Right, so now that we're done with our bricks, we need to put them away. It's not the worst thing ever, but it needs a second one, which it has room for. Also feels a bit weird to put the wood next to the fire, but it'll work. What do you think, peeps? Not sure if I want to keep that stone bricks at the back there, but it should probably be a shelf, so we can expose the side of that a bit more. So I'm just going to fill in the blocks and maybe we texture change later. Hey X, do you eat avocados often? Not often enough. Banger Records says Combat Killer. I like this song. This song's awesome. Stow, isn't it? Bit of lounge type music. Use the bakery paintings. Bakery paintings, what are those? Strip the logs. Let's give it a try. They look a bit dried out now, don't they? That's quite nice. We can see that working. Need some slabbage. Some slabbage cabbage for the next bit. Probably going to need a block of this again. Actually, we could use those slabs, couldn't we? I'm going to have to put down a chest at some point, like a junk chest. That'll probably work, actually. So we need one more slab over there at some point. Cool. Alright then. Now I'm starting to think we need like a working area in the middle, somewhere where the tables, the stuff that's being worked on is. We could probably throw a couple of composters in and maybe put swords inside of them. If we think about what materials we've already used in the immediate area, that's already been used. That's been used as a floor texture. What can we use, peeps? Maybe iron blocks with trapdoors around the outside. It's a bit clean, the iron block, isn't it? Ooh. And we got a noise in the ear from Ellie here. Tashins. I think I said that correctly. Thank you ever so much for your Amazon Prime subscription. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream today and having a good time. Yeah, this could work. Trapdoors, trapdoors. Do you have some trapdoors? Right, now like the last one, I think this is going to need a pot of lava nearby. It's going to need some levers and mechanical looking stuff, right? Anvils, Dynasty Warrior, we will need the anvils for sure. I think it's time to offload some of these building blocks for a moment. That's right, get back in the box. Probably need those though. Probably need some iron bars. Let's get a couple of anvils crafted. What else can we make? Cauldron? I did say composter earlier. I think a cauldron would look really good. Now, we have an anvil over on this side. That's fine. I think the anvil's probably going to go in this shelving area. And I think we're going to put a cauldron over here as well. Actually, maybe not. Maybe the cauldron... like one right on the front. Oh, yeah, so we're going to need some displays. Oh, goodness me. Am I glad I remembered this. So if I go... oh, you're going to love this next bit. If I go grab some tripwire hooks, we totally want some hanging... oh, yes. That is a good place to hang weapons. Check. Oh, I'm liking this next bit. This next bit's going to be awesome. All right. Going to need some sticks. Some of y'all can probably already guess what's coming next, because some of y'all are smarty pantses. You're one step ahead of me. Let's go grab the tools. Not the tools. It'll be in... yeah, there it is. But also in tools. Oh, not enough, not enough. Well. More sticks. Mo slabs. Can I make them from those? I can, thank goodness. Right. Let's do this. I need to craft some more stuff, actually. Stone sword, brilliant. Let's get gold and iron up there. Now I want an emerald sword. They don't have to all be swords as well, do they? But hey, we're on that path, right? Check this out, peeps. You're going to love this. You're going to love it! Let's get some hype in chat. Wait, I'm doing it all wrong, I think. No, I'm not. I was doing it right. So check this out. Yeah, you got to place them the other way around. That one goes first, then goes that. Are you ready for the magic? Jeez, I can't. I'm an idiot. Oh, it's not facing the right way. Which is partly why I was opening this up. Okay, we'll shut that now. Peeps are saying derp. And now we spend 45 minutes on getting the weapons in the space. No, 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 Goat Unicorn. No, 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 no. No, we won't spend 45 minutes. It'll be much quicker than that. Now we do need to configure. Actually, I'm not sure if we do need to configure these big time. We definitely need to put arms on first. I think no. Okay, yeah, we are. So we do that, right? And now. Tool rack. I think I know why it's dark. It might not be a bad thing that it's dark. I think, yeah, you need that. That's a bit annoying. So... Oh, that's even more annoying now. It changes all the properties for us. That's good. I think we might just have to leave them up there and leave them dark. Then they can just be dark swords, you know? I'm having a bit of trouble with this, aren't I? Peeps are saying try a slab. Yeah, I could try a slab actually. That's a good suggestion. Why is it not picking it up, is what I'm wondering. Maybe it's now higher up. That could be it. Oh, that's really weird. That shouldn't be doing that. Is it locked? Does it lock it? Oh, there we go. So there was some sort of lock put on it as well. I see. Okay. So, Yol suggested a slab directly above. Let's try that this time. Okay, that's got to go away first. Okay, now we've got to give it arms. Then we've got to give it a sword. Tool rack. Hey, well done, chat. You're right. You are correct. Well done, you, chat. Good on you, buddy. Oh, no. Oh, no. They can't all be slabs. We could get a little bit creative here. See, here's a moment where I have to walk to a crafting bench. Waste of time. Let me craft it in my inventory. Just do that there. That'll help. Alright, so. Show arms. Yes. Here's your sword. And then tool rack over here. Okay, show arms. Give you a sword. A tool rack. Yeah! That was totally worth it. Neo Shadow has subscribed with Amazon Prime, so has DS43M for 8 months in a row. Incredible. And a Zombie MC has resubscribed for 6 months. Thank you ever so much, peeps. Truly do appreciate it. Hope you're entertained. Hope you're enjoying this stream. I'm having a blast. This is cool. Now, I am starting to wonder, what if we end up needing to place blocks where those armor stands are? So, we're probably not going to do much in this roof region right now, which is good. The roof, but I will put that there. Maybe even that for now. That's kind of alright. Actually, doesn't feel very necessary. Maybe make it a bit of a different shape. Actually, I'm just going to leave it like that. That's cool. Alright, so we're going to put some swords and stuff and sticks and ingots on this table. That sounds good. Maybe if we think about how we can use armor stands to put in details, we can perhaps come up with some more interesting things. Now, I've talked about needing lava in this area. Seems like this spot over here is probably the better candidate. I was going to put some anvils over there. Maybe... What if we have the lava where this block is? And it comes out and it flows into that space. I also don't know what the floor's going to be made out of yet. But I don't have any lava to hand. It's kind of annoying. Where do we get lava from the quickest from this point? I don't think there's going to be any lava pools on the surface remaining. The Nether is a good candidate, but we've got to finagle our way through there. Is like a lava bucket shop would be surprisingly useful, I think. Ooh, I haven't watched Zedaf's episode yet. Ooh, ooh. Don't know if I'm spoiling anything. I think it's all in his episode. Gap in the market there, says Plan. Does feel like it, doesn't it? Maybe I'll make a shop. Maybe I'll make a lava bucket shop. That should probably go on an idea list, right? There is an opening, I think. No, it's like a 1 block gap. And then there's death and destruction. Oof. Okay, let's get out of here. Right, I'm going to put those to remind me to come back and fill it up, both gaps, and do some tidying up there at another time. That wasn't so bad, was it? We've done that pretty quick. Lava shop in your TFIL minigame. Some people are suggesting to put a Totem of Undying shop in there, which I think is hilarious. I want to write those ideas down actually quickly. Okay, cool. Those things have been written down. If you could move dispensers with pistons, you could make like a flying machine that sucks lava off of a lava ocean. That'd be an amazing project. I'd love to see Psycraft do that. Can you imagine that? Just like this machine that goes back and forth across a lava lake and just sucks it all up and puts it into a chest sphere. That'd be such a Psycraft creation right there. Alright, this place is looking cool. Very cool. Do you know, I do look up and think it would probably make more sense to have hammers and tools, and then like these things more on display racks, but whatever. It's my first time doing proper detailed projects like this, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Definitely going to need multiple anvils around the place, right? So they'll go there. That's looking good on that front. So we're going to put some items on here. And I think, wouldn't it be cool if we could keep a chest permanently open and like have a couple of floaty items? What's the floor going to be made out of, peeps? Is there a texture we could exploit? The note block might look alright. Redstone lamp. Why would that look good? Would it even? Almost, maybe it doesn't look very. It doesn't look very like industrial, but it's kind of. I don't think it's suited here. I don't know. It's kind of got a little bit of a charm. Let's keep expanding it. Do you think that could work? I don't think it does. I think there's probably a better one. Peeps are saying smithing table. Haven't we done that already over here? I don't want to repeat too close together. Polished diorite. Nah, I don't think a white floor. You need something darker, I think. Something dirty. Although quite a few people are saying diorite, like polished diorite, really. I mean, it's white, but it looks mucky, which maybe is what sells it. I could see that working in a weird way, but Podsole's a bit organic-y, isn't it? Dark woods. I don't think you'd have a wooden floor, so I don't think we can go with that. Let's have a look. Keep thinking. That texture might work in here, but it was a bit too gritty is what we thought last time we tried. Bottom of a piston. That's the same texture as like a furnace, isn't it? So we wouldn't use the piston, but yeah. Nether brick. Grey concrete powder. We've used that one already. the barrel as a floor texture. If it weren't so close to those other barrels, I'd be interested in that. Mycelium, no way. Path block, gravel. Gravel! Gravel, you might have a case there, I don't know. Gravel used to be a bit of a almost pinkish block. And it's got the random texture rotation. It kind of looks a bit plain, but maybe this will work. Maybe this will work. Now, we've got to watch out for that lava. That lava's going to try and bite me. Yeah. I think it's working. Too similar, says Cast. Yeah, it is. That's the only thing, maybe, is that it's a bit too similar to the path around it. But I think it'll work. Polished andesite looks good, someone says. You know, it's a very clean block, but it is a structured block. Where is that polished andesite? I think we'll use that for a different one. Could use something like smooth stone as well. Let's have a little look. Why don't we do a mixture of these two? I think a mixture of these two would look good. Just make the things like here look a little bit more structured in a way. So have that there, and then maybe over here a couple of blocks. So the floor isn't just all one material. And we've got to move these anvils now. I'm going to put those in here. Where are the anvils at? Oh, goodness me. I got one of them. There we go. We got both. That's kind of cool. I like that. Okay, let's start to tidy this up again. We've never used any iron bars yet. We've got a noise in the ear from Ed Peter, resubscribed for 5 months, saying, heard anything off Red Eyes or SoCar recently? Not for a long time, dude. Not for a long time. We've got Yosti TTV, subscribing with Amazon Prime, and Sturban Wolf. Thank you ever so much for the Prime subscriptions. I appreciate it, peeps. Appreciate it ever so much. Color, someone's saying in chat. There doesn't really feel like there's too much room for iron bars in here. That kind of works, actually. And I think, what about having... Nah, it's too much in one spot. I think we're mostly there now. Now what we need to do is think about where are things going to be displayed. We definitely need some storage. That's something that feels a little bit overlooked. Let's put a barrel and a compost on next to each other. Barrel, only got one. Maybe we put like a couple of ingots in there. So there's a little bit of storage. Probably a chest would look good as well, somewhere. Maybe actually just on top of it. So a bit of storage over there. Right. So we're going to put things on the table. So we're going to need more armor stands. But I also think we actually need to build the inhabitant in the area. So when we do more armor standy things next time, we'll need like a pillager inhabitant in this room. We'll put one in each place, right? Can I craft more armor stands now? I can. Cool. So we're going to have one interacting with the table about there, and one over here pulling the lever. That's what it will do. Yeah, we can figure that out. And then items on the table, and maybe an item in here as well. Oh, we could use an item frame somewhere. We didn't really use that on the other one, did we? We put one over there. I feel like there could also maybe be some small detail that goes just up the top there. That might be a good spot for a lever, actually, or some sort of button. Or maybe a redstone torch. Like an indicator. I don't know. I think I put 2 in. Friendly pillagers. Now we're going to use armor stands and their heads. Anyway, this turned out really cool, I think. We've got 2 very nice looking rooms that are separate from one another. And we got the room to build these ones over here, the bakery and whatnot. Axes in item frames on the ceiling. I feel like a lantern up there might make sense. Now, this is a slab ceiling, isn't it? So we'd need to do that. Oh, is it not? It's kind of a bit in the way of that. Maybe not then. Anyway, I'd say that's mostly done then, right? There you go, that's where it needed to be. Looking gorgeous. Looking gorgeous. I like it. Peeps, this is where we're going to wrap this one up. It's been a fantastic live stream. I really enjoyed doing this decorative stuff. We're going to be doing more of it in the future. If you'd like to stick around and be a part of the raids, I'm going to go find a random Minecraft channel for us to raid. And what else do I need to say? Thank you to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated and cheered. As always, I appreciate your support. Hope you had a good time. Thank you to all of my Patreons. And Vanilla TwitchCon Ambassador. Alright, I found someone to go raid. Alright, cool. Sending you over to a random channel just to support the Minecraft community. And that's it from me. So there we go. You can hit the raid button in chat now. Thank you everyone. Appreciate you. See you all soon. Bye bye.